Imagine how the internet is revolutionizing everything.
No one's in charge. It's the Wild West. Surprising apps, great opportunity.
The sum total of human knowledge can now be accessible by everyone.
Imagine the future unfolding at a pace faster than we can comprehend.
We've never in the history of mankind had access to so much information so quickly and so easily.
It rapidly facilitates access to information. It also rapidly facilitates our ability to communicate with other people.
In the pre-internet world, you were always on with your family and your friends and the people you were with. It's just that you now have that kind of connection to people that are not just physically close to you in terms of proximity.
We are rapidly evolving a global, immersive, invisible, ambient computing environment. With the proliferation of sensors, cameras, software, and databases, we are developing a world-spanning information fabric known as the Internet of Things.
At this amazing time of accelerating change, a better future tomorrow can be inspired by foresight projects today. How will free expression, property, privacy, security, trust, economic development, human relationships, and human rights evolve? We have to identify and address difficult issues and ask and answer the questions that can help us best frame our future.
The Imagining the Internet Center at Elon University in North Carolina gathers people's projections, their hopes and fears about the positive and negative impacts of disruptive change.
We began imagining the Internet in 2000, starting out by examining people's uses of the Internet and by establishing a database of thousands of predictions made in the early 1990s about its impact. People like John Perry Barlow, Esther Dyson, Nicholas Negroponte, and Tim Berners-Lee shared their inspiring dreams. They also warned about the tough issues we face as the digital age shakes up and overtakes our laws and customs.
Nowadays, we do so much on the internet. We live our lives on the internet. We do so much of our pleasure as well as our work happens on the internet that my entire view of the world is now governed by the people I speak to and the opinions that I listen to on the internet. So who I can connect on the internet determines what I think of the world.
Humans have always been affected by their environments, and computers and communications are an enormous change in our environment, and psychological studies have shown that we're changing how much information we remember. Our memories are changing because we have access through the internet to so much information we don't need to remember it anymore.
We're living in a world that changes faster than it ever has in the history of our species. You go back 1,000 years and you can go through your life and never see anything new. Right now you see something new every year. And we might be living in a world where common sense can no longer catch up, where it's impossible for people to integrate the new risks, the new trade-offs, the new socializations faster than we change.
Imagining the Internet's mission is to explore and provide insights into emerging issues, to inform the public, to serve the greater good. On our website, we've documented experts' expectations, their hopes, their fears in thousands of videos and hundreds of written research reports and news stories. And we've traveled the globe to question the experts, asking them to imagine the future impact of communications evolution. These projects hold a mirror to humans' changing lives in an ever-changing world of interactive information sharing. Imagining the Internet exposes vital issues to better inform our planning for the future, and it provides a historic documentation of a revolutionary time.
40 years ago, when history was ripe for change, it was a time for challenging traditional models and practices. And fortunately, the right people in the right places at the right time actually took up that challenge and actually established the processes, practices, and the ideals that actually underline the Internet in addition to the technical developments.
I think the thing that's going to influence most people's lives is communication technology one way or another, whether it's the internet or cell phones, their ability to stay in touch with people they want to be in touch with. And they're going to have to learn how to filter stuff out rather than define things.
It's going to get faster. It will be in more places and accessible all around the world. It will go off the planet because there's an interplanetary extension that's already in prototype operation. and it will probably become part of an interstellar mission that will probably be mounted sometime in the 2030 range.
Imagining the Internet has many dimensions. The Center fields documentary journalism teams that travel the world to provide near real-time reporting at Technology Futures events. Elon University faculty, staff, and alumni have produced hundreds of multimedia stories. These teams have recorded expert debates and discussions at the Global Internet Governance Forums and at World Wide Web and Internet Society conferences. They were on hand to record the induction of the inaugural class of the Internet Hall of Fame.
We were all, fairly technical, and all of this was very exciting, but it was instantly clear from the very beginning that there was an overlay on top of all of this, which was the human component. And one of our early slogans was, networks bring people together.
And this has been possible because Internet is a collective construction, and thousands of people around the world are working every day at adding bricks to this construction and making Internet better and better and more useful every day.
Through our communities of volunteers and participants around the world, to whom we try to give that spirit of, the Internet is ours. It's for all of us. Get in there and make it ours.
Survey research is another important part of imagining the Internet's work. Many books and dozens of research reports have been produced containing thousands of predictions by experts. The findings of this work provide powerful insights. We are beginning to understand the fundamental changes that rapidly evolving communication networks are bringing to societies and to the lives of individuals.
Influential technology innovators, astute policy experts, and other people from around the world are sharing their foresight regarding crucial issues we need to address. We are documenting their optimistic expectations for great good to emerge, along with their frank statements that some negative, predictable, and unintended consequences of technological advances could lead to a very dark future.
The Internet, in my mind, is only reached its teenage years. And that gives you a kind of condition to see why it's behaving the way it does, because it's behaving very badly. Okay? It's mischievous, it's erratic, it's unruly, and it's disobedient.
The greatest fear is that it's taken over by either a very large, powerful company or country.
The Internet can be used as a great tool for freedom, but it's also a great tool for control. And right now, there's a political struggle going on between those who want to use the Internet for the people and those who want to use it for government or for big business. And my fear is that the powers that already exist will co-opt the Internet and not let the distributed power of the future rise.
The world is not a perfect place. The Internet is not a perfect place. But as long as the positives clearly outweigh the negatives, I think it will be not only a good thing for the future, but an essential part of our infrastructure going forward.
In keeping with the mission of imagining the Internet, the Center involves young people in every aspect of its work. They research the issues, report on important communications policy events, and most importantly, in the process of their work, they become informed, inspired advocates for a positive future. The involvement of more than 400 students over the past decade has been crucial to this effort.
In no time ever have we been in such a global community as we are right now, and we should be taking advantage of that at every opportunity that we can.
It really opened my eyes to the fact that there's a whole world out there that I've never seen before. And imagining the Internet gave me the opportunity to see that world and to want to go back.
Free and open, a resource for the world. In addition to the thousands of pages of research recorded by imaginingtheinternet.org, the Center's findings are included in the digital archives of the Library of Congress. The website is listed as a key resource by the Internet Society. Its documentary journalism is part of the official archives of the United Nations Secretariat for the Internet Governance Forum. And it is part of the official record of IGF USA. Representatives of the Center also speak about their research findings in presentations at national and global conferences.
Imagining the Internet is a mirror we hold up to our world to assist all of us In understanding the impact of the technology we are allowing to gradually insinuate itself into our lives to a point at which it seems we cannot thrive without it. We have to examine how we are changing as our tools change. We must work diligently to identify challenges and opportunities in order to make informed choices today, to create the future we want. If we don't, we may fall victim to a tomorrow we never saw coming.
I wish that the internet could become a kind of historical watershed, the beginning of global connectivity. This will evolve over time. There will be new ways of doing this. Someday the internet will be replaced by something else, better, I hope. But I hope that that trend simply continues and that we all become a planet of people, not a planet of nations.